Hola besties, it's Kay here, and today we're gonna be talking about the games that you maybe should not have bought if you're a beginner just like me. For those who are just starting their journey on my channel, I'm talking about the beginner-friendly Nintendo games that will ease up your Nintendo beginner to advanced gamer transformation, because I am a beginner myself and I'm just starting my way. I'm just starting to understand what kind of games I like, what kind of games I don't like, and about those you will know in today's video. Let's get started. First game today is Yonder, the Cloud Catcher. I have been talking about this game in my other video when I have been kind of recommending the games for beginners, but I have also mentioned that the game is not optimal for those who are just starting. And the reason behind it is that it is very full with tasks, like mini tasks that you have to achieve in order to advance, which is sometimes great because you need navigation. When you start a game and you do not really know what to do, it's very frustrating as well, but it is just as frustrating to get so many tasks that you have no idea where you are in the game and whether you're progressing or not, because you have a feeling you're doing things, you're achieving things, but you get so many new tasks that you're like, am I progressing? Am I stuck? So this is what I really didn't like in this game. And while the game gives you amazing cozy vibes, it gives you amazing graphics, or very, very cute and very like atmospherical graphics, very natural, beautiful fairy tale like world that kind of gets your attention, that kind of lets you slip into the world, lets you build another reality for yourself. At the same time, it frustrates the hell out of you. Right now the game is rated 25 euros or 24.99 on my market, and I assume it's $25 on other markets, which is a lot. For this price you can get a lot of cheaper, nice and beginner-friendlier games in sale, or you can add the same amount and you can get such a big game as Animal Crossing, for example, which is very much adopted for the easiest and beginnerest of beginners. To my opinion, Yonder the Cloud Catcher would be good for people who are more advanced, who are looking for some new cozy experience, who have already played other games. The graphics is very cool, the sounds are amazing, the price is, that's where it gets a little bit tricky, because if you're just starting, the thing is you want to try as many games as possible. For me, when I just entered the Nintendo shop, I was so shocked because I wanted to get my hands on everything. Every single game I wanted it, and I still do want it, and my wish list is like very big. It's very big and long, and you just start purchasing a lot of things because you start watching reviews, and usually those reviews are made by people who are advanced gamers, who play cozy games as their hobby or maybe as their job, and you think like, oh, he or she, they gave a very good note or a very good grade to this game and they gave it a very good rating, so this must be amazing. And you try it like I did with Yonder, and you just realize that you cannot play it because you have no idea how to play it. So if you have purchased it like I did, I would say put it somewhere in the stash to the times where you will progress. And if you're just thinking whether you should buy it while being a complete beginner, like a complete rookie in games, I would say no. Don't do this, because the risks of you getting lost in the endless task list is just too high. The second game I'm gonna be talking about today is Cat. And I have also mentioned this game in one of my previous videos, telling about the cheap games that you can get with cats, which to that moment was true. It was a cheap game. It was in sale for, I think, 99 cents or almost $1, almost €1, which was a reasonable price to pay for it. But right now it's not in sale anymore. It's $7.99 or €8 or $8 in the markets, and for a beginner it's nothing. It's very hard. I don't know if it's me who did not realize how to play it properly, but it is even hard as a platformer game, because at some point you just don't know how to do things. it doesn't listen to the comments, it doesn't have as many functions, and you're just lost. You don't know how to recover your health, you don't know what exactly your aim in the game is, and while platformer games are cool, you better start with simple ones like Stitch Into the Trouble, or like many other platform games. There are some from Morhun, I think, in even Donkey Kong, which is pretty hard. In the simple mood, like in the easy mood, would be better to start than the cat. While it is very cute, and having cats in a game is always amazing, it always makes the game prettier, cuter, cozier, this one is maybe not the best option to start from. Do I regret buying it for 99 cents? No. Would I have been regretting buying it for 8 euros? Yes, absolutely yes, because to be honest, this is the game that I am pretty sure I'm never going to play, never. I would go for better games in terms of graphics, in terms of plot, and in terms of joystick controllers, definitely. And the last game for today is the Little Acker. And to be honest, I have mixed feelings about game, and I really do think that the game is great for more advanced players, but for me right now it was not really a good option. So the main plot of the game is Aiden and his daughter Lily are living on a kind of farm, and they are looking for Aiden's father, who is a scientist, and he disappeared without a trace. So Aiden has to continue his experiments, and this is how the plot develops. You can also play for two characters, I suppose for Aiden and for Lily, I suppose, because I stopped playing this game because I was frustrated as hell, and I will tell you why. The movement in the game is very restricted. You can only move in the directions it's given, and yes, we are all very fond of open world games. I personally do not like these linear games where you can only go into certain directions and you cannot really go exploring everywhere. So this was the first thing that was freaking me out a bit. And then the puzzles. So during the whole game you kind of follow a storyline and you have to solve a lot of puzzles. For me, it was just all puzzles. I like to do some quite every now and then, but it shouldn't be too overwhelming. Basically, the whole game consists of solving different puzzles. It's something in between of find objects and solve puzzles with them. So if you really like the find a certain object on a big picture games, kind of games, maybe this would be something for you, but I was very frustrated. I do not like this kind of games, and I was kind of like false advertised through the trailer, or maybe I was just not smart enough to understand what the gameplay would look like. But sometimes you know this, sometimes you get a trailer and you really have no idea how the game would look like. Anyway, I really didn't like the amount of puzzles in this game, and sometimes they are just too confusing and make absolutely no sense. Good things about this game, it has amazing soundtrack, and I know I always concentrate on soundtracks, but this one was just something. The voiceover of the characters is great, the narrator voice is amazing, and it makes the experience so realistic. Is it actually a don't play or don't buy this video, or a buy this game video? Because right now I have a feeling that I promote the game more than I dislike it. But yeah, it's non-playable for me, but maybe it will be something for you. But probably not when you're a complete rookie, once again, as many of the games I call today. Well, many. Anyway, the animation of the Little Acker is wonderful. It's like watching a cartoon. It's very detailed. It's very, I would say it's very special, because it's not really an indie game animation where everything is either too pixely or like drawn, like, you know, like a children's drawing with natural materials like pastel colors or stuff, or watercolor. No, in this case it looks like Disney animation or something like 101 Dalmatian or something in this area. It is not as 3D like Donkey Kong or like very official Mario games, but it is also not too pixel or too simple illustrated. It's more of a 2D, but I would say it's something between the 2D and 3D animation, which also makes your experience very cool. Would I call this game a cozy game? Yes, absolutely. It is a cozy game because you are in the countryside. It gives you the perfect summer vibes. It gives you amazing music while you play, and it is very relaxing up to the moment when you start solving puzzles. That's where all the fun ends and all of the frustration begins. But once again, if you are a person to solve puzzles, then maybe it would be exactly the thing for you. I got this game for I think €1.20. It was in sale for around 90% sale. Right now it is €12.99, so almost €13 or $13. And I think it is a bit too much to spend on a game that you may not like. What I really wish they have done is giving you a demo version of the game, because for example, as in the case of Mara, like the Summer and Mara, they had the demo version for one chapter that I was allowed to download to see if I really like the game, if I really like the controls, which I do, and I will be speaking about Mara in one of my next videos. In this case, you are just left with a cat and bag, as we say. And in my case, it was not so bad because I just spent less than €2 on it. Buying it for €13, I would be a bit disappointed, I think. So maybe just check the gameplay before you're going to purchase this one, and maybe think twice whether you're expecting some kind of a platformer from it or more of a puzzle riddle kind of game. And that was it for today. I hope you liked this video, and please write down in the comments which game you purchased and regretted then. For me, I think from today's 3, it would be Yonder the Cloud Catcher. It was expensive. It was very expensive, and it's not like I see myself playing it over the next couple of months for sure. I need to wait until I'm very confident with all of the popping up tasks and with the controllers and with everything. When I'm so far, then maybe I will try playing it again, and I think I definitely will, but if not, it's gonna be a big disappointment. So let me know which was your case, even if it's not one that I named today. Just write down a game and we can discuss it. So see you in the next videos. Bye babes!